In this video, I'm going to show you how to calibrate the laser line on the Festool Kapex miter saw. Let's jump right in. There are 6 holes with a 2.5 millimeter screw in there to adjust the lasers. 3 for the left side and 3 for the right side. What's between the lines is what's going to be cut away. The 3 adjustment screws are laid out in a sort of a right angle or a tilted triangle. The one farthest to the left with me facing it is the tilt. The one up to the right is yaw, and the bottom is lateral. Tilt, that one adjusts the laser line on how it strikes the blade. They remain visible all the way down and all the way up, even in the maximum position. The yaw, it's imagine straight down, looking straight down at your material. You're going to adjust the line, going to rotate the line so that it is in fact parallel with the blade. And the third adjustment, then we move it in and out so that it's striking right where the blade makes the cut. Grab a wider piece of wood, make a very shallow cut, and then I'm going to adjust the lasers to that cut. With the Kapex, I have the ability to dial in the depth of the blade. So now it's just going to make a shallow cut. So I've thrown all 3 out. No need to run the blade. With the Kapex, this is your trigger and your lock, but if you don't push down the thumb button, there's no power going to go to it, so the blade won't turn on. Which, by the way, it's the way you release the saw guard if you need to get down. You don't need to do the old school where you're trying to lift this with your finger near the blade. No need to do it. They built it in for you. So I'm coming down and just kind of looking at where that line is. I'm going to start the adjustment just by trying to get the line closer to where the cut is so that I can start to really dial it in. And I'd recommend that don't get too worried about what does what. Just start adjusting. You're not going to hurt anything. You'll get familiar with it and you'll say, oh, I do that, I move this, I do this. That's how I learned how to do it. And actually, to be honest with you, I've only done this a few times, so I'm still poking around, but I can get it there. It's not that hard. Now I'm going to go with the yaw and get it back so that it's in line with the cut. Sometimes when I'm making adjustments, I'll go way off and way back in. I'll take it through its range. It helps me to really see it and to dial in. I learned that with my photography editing, where I'll really throw things off and then bring it back in. The tilt is easy to do at the end because it's kind of confusing, but once you got the other 2 dialed in, then all you really want to do is it's on the line, and I just want to make sure that I can see it all the way through the range. That's all there is to it. You're just rotating the laser, you're tipping the laser, or you're moving it in and out. You get those 3 adjustments, you get it right on your cut line, and then you can trust it when you got a mark to go right to that. Pro tip on using the Kapex laser. We all know to use it to go right to our mark to do our square cuts and our miter cuts on the bed. We can also use it up against the fence for our bevel cuts. Who knows what angle that is? That's just, I'm going to fit it somewhere, and I did mark the top and the bottom, connected the dots. Now I could take a protractor, find that out, and dial it in with the scale, or I can just rotate it over and looking at the scale, I know that's a 14-degree cut. If you found this video helpful to you at all, then hit that thumbs up button. Like right now, right while we're talking, just reach down there, take you a millisecond. It's painless and it won't cost you anything. If you'd like to get a detailed set of plans to build a smart station, a smart bench, any of the accessories that work with the smart system, a smart wood shop itself, there's a link in the description of this video down below. Mahalo.